Hey there, we're live at the YBCA 100 Summit at Yerba Buena Center for the Arts, and you, Facebook, get to come along live with me as I talk to some of this year's honorees. First up, the Stud Collective. Welcome, Stud Collective.
Thanks for having us.
We're so glad you're here. Congratulations on being a member of this year's YBCA 100 list. We hope you're enjoying the summit so far.
Definitely.
Excellent. So, as you know, the summit is all about asking questions. My first question for you is, what is the Stud Collective? How many of them are you? And what are you trying to do?
Go for it.
There are 18 members in our co-op, and we are the first cooperatively run nightclub in the country, and we are trying to stay that way.
And then also the first cooperatively owned gay bar as well. So lots of firsts.
I like this.
Yeah, we're a 51-year-old bar, one of the oldest bars in San Francisco, definitely the oldest continuously operating gay bar in San Francisco. And we've been a space for pretty much everyone since the foundation of the Stud, very inclusive, and I think especially since the cooperative has taken over, women, trans people, people of color feel much more welcome and accepted there. So.
John, I read an article that described the Stud as partaking in what they called resistance economics. What does that mean?
For us, that sort of a term we probably didn't come up with, but it sort of is about us. This story of us taking over the Stud is one of San Francisco's that's kind of happening a lot, where the landlord changes, the business gets pushed out, and there's a lot of like economic factors going on that try to push out queer and marginalized communities. And so the idea of forming the co-op and getting 18 people together and there channeling our money together was the only way that we saw possible to keep this 51-year-old gay bar still going. So that's resistance economics is, I guess that's what it looks like to me.
So thinking about the future of San Francisco and trying to keep this bar alive, what are the questions that are keeping you guys up at night right now?
Well, I think one of the things that's kind of the most insomniac is the idea that we are a capitalist business and we are surrounded by huge capitalist conglomerates and we're a tiny capitalist co-op. So it's kind of nerve-wracking to think, A, how do we keep our space or a space for us? And B, how do our people continue to have access to this kind of space?
Yeah, I think I want to also add on, we just want to make sure that the Stud is a safe space for queer people and all different types of people for as long as possible. We have given ourselves a commitment of staying open for another 51 years, and we are working within a capitalist structure. I mean, we don't really have a choice in that. Even as we are a collective and we are using resistance economics, we do have to pay the rent and also pay our employees. So we are just trying to stay open, and finding a new space in the next year is also a real big concern for us because our lease is up in a year.
Okay, so that's what's up next for you guys, finding a more permanent home.
Yeah.
We wish you the best. Thank you for joining us at the summit today. Congratulations again on being named to the list this year. We're honored to have you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Come to the Stud.
Yes, everyone visit the Stud.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.